Hi pals, welcome to my channel. My name is Julz and I'm a Scottish Highlander on a budget. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me on yet another video. I really do appreciate it. If you are new and you haven't yet subscribed, I would absolutely appreciate it if you could. And hit the notification bell if you want to. That'll let you know every time I post a video. However, you don't have to, but I would appreciate it if you could. And also, if you want to like any videos or leave a comment, I do try and respond back to every comment that I get on my videos. Where I can. So I really enjoy that part of it. Actually, I like getting to know people through the comments. It is, yeah, it's a nice community. I'm also on Instagram and very badly on TikTok at the minute, but yeah, you can find me on there too, and I do have an Etsy store. Everything is linked in the bio. On just under the video, there's a little bio about me. Everything you need to know about me is in that video, in that little section. So yeah, so let's just crack on. You may have noticed I've got little tabs now on my binder. I did try and get a planner with tabs, but it just took the price up for me for too much when I wasn't sure would it sell, you know, all that kind of jazz. And I do want to keep the cost down, but I think it is something I'm going to maybe try and look at for my next planner if I do another one next year. However, I found these on Amazon, and you get them in a pack. And I will be selling them on my Etsy store, but bear in mind there will be the cost of me posting them out to you, so that you know. But you can get these on Amazon and they just fold over on their page. But they will be available on my Etsy store for anybody that wants them if you're getting an order in anyway. So we are just going to have a quick flick through to January, to the last week of January, and we're going to just see how much. I got my pay slip through earlier on, so we're just going to have a very quick look and see how much money we're going to be left with to roll into the first week of February. Can you believe it? It's absolutely crazy. So my predicted rollover was a little bit higher. My actual rollover was a little bit higher than my predicted one. So I had 36564. My wages came into, well, they'll come in tomorrow, and they are going to be 162226. I then put £10 into Etsy. And then I've used £191.25 sinking funds, which I will let you all know about when I do my closeout. I have my TV license was taken out. So this is just what I do every time I go and do my budget, and I just go through a sort of a rough idea of what I've used. So I've used 109.25, I've used 10, I used 85 because I put an extra 5 in, and I used 135, and then I also used 25. So that should leave me with a rough predictive rollover of 1730. So I've not gone into it in great detail. I'm not going into all like what I've spent and all the rest of it, but that's how I get my predicted rollover, with just a quick tally up. And because it's because it's predicted, it means if it's not quite right, it's not really a problem, because it's not going to be far off. It's not going to be like, you know, £50 off or anything like that. It's just going to be maybe a £10 or £5 here, you know, something like that. So I can still budget, and as long as I can budget within that money and maybe have a little bit left over, then my actual column should work. So predictedly we are going to have 173,043 rolled over. So I'm writing in pink just because it's a pink book, but if you can't see it and it doesn't look as clear as the black, let me know and I'll switch back to the black. It's not a problem, but I just thought aesthetically it looks quite cute, and that was kind of, I bought the coloured pens to use, so I thought I may as well just play about with them. I'm not really expecting any other money to come in this week, so I'm just going to put a 0. I'm also not going to put anything into Etsy. The reason being is that I have put Etsy onto Hyperjar. So all my money, business money, goes into the one account on Hyperjar, and I've started using Hyperjar to pay at the post office. Anything I buy off Amazon, and it all comes off the Hyperjar card now, which before I had it in like a little separate account, and it kind of had to put money back and forward between accounts and all that kind of stuff. But now I can just direct it straight from Hyperjar from whenever I'm buying. If I'm buying stock, if I'm, the only thing, yeah, I'm not sure about the planners. I haven't tried the planners, but we've got another order on its way anyway, so I don't need to worry about that unless all of that order sells. Then obviously we'll need to rethink. But yeah, so I'm just using the straight from the card from Hyperjar, which then means that I've got a complete log and I'm not having to go back and forward tally. So I'm not going to put anything into Etsy this week. And then not predicting to use anything from sinking funds, but of course if I do use anything I can just put it in the actual column, so it's not a problem. So my predicted income for the first week in February, which is really for my whole month of February, is £1,730.43. I will get mileage payments if I remember to put it in on time at some point in February, but that'll be towards the end of the month. So now we're going to just add up all of the bills that are going to come out. So it's just the usual ones that are going to come out. So we've got 78 for council tax. We've got £11.81 for car tax. I'm looking forward to getting rid of this car tax one next year because I'll have paid it all in full. I've got £14.39 for pet plan. I've got £215.69 for my loan. My loan has still got a good couple of years left on it, so I'm not going to overpay on it yet, but there will be a point where I will overpay on that so that I can get it down quicker. But at the moment I want to just make sure I have money in savings. So TV and broadband £59.50, mobile is £33. My Westcott is £10. They are phoning me just now to try and up that, but I'm just going to leave it at £10. Amazon is £32.11, and I'm actually going to, after this payment is taken out, I think I'm just going to finalise the last last 4 payments, sorry, and pay it all off in full, and then that'll get that one clear as well. But that actually does come from Etsy, so I lied. That should really be £32.11 in Etsy. We'll sort that in a moment. And then we have rent at £350, and then we've got my credit card at £37.23, which means my total bills for the first week of the month are £841.73. Now I am paying council tax because I got December and January free. No, November and January free. Oh goodness, November and December free. Not free, but you know. So let's just rejig this so that it is working out. I mean, it'll be the same amount really at the end of the day if I just was to not count the 33 to hit 11, but keep it right. Plus £32.11, which gives me 176,254. So now we're going to deduct all of our bills, which is £841.73. Now this is not all of my bills for the month. I do have a few more spread out through the month, but it's the majority of them. So that will leave me with £920.81 left over. Already I said I'm not predicting to use any sinking funds. That may change through the course of the week, but at the moment that's where we stand. I'm going to put £10, can you see, over to my credit card, which will leave £910.81. And then I am going, not really sure on my sinking funds yet, we'll do them over the page, but let's just do groceries for now. So we're going to put 35 to groceries. We're going to put £5 to Piper. She doesn't need very much. She has got money in her purse. She's got money in her little wallet in my purse. But she's not really needing anything. And then 65 to fuel. And then my spending will get 5. Miscellaneous will get 5. Work spending, I'm just going to put in, I'm actually just going to put in 5 because I'm not working on one of the days I used to. So let's add that up and see how much it comes to. So 35 plus 5 plus 65. Oh, and nothing to Etsy in cash. Try that again. 35 plus 5 plus 65 plus 5, 5 and 5 means cash envelope total of £120. And then I've already wrote in here that I'm going to do monthly. So the monthly one is the one that's in the book. And for me, February will kind of run into a 5-week month. I don't really do it as like it's a 5-week month, but I will get paid within the 5th week. So technically it's like a 5-week month because I'm trying not to use much of that money until the following week. Me time, I'm going to budget to put £10 in, and then the Valentine's challenge will just be any leftover money here, as will the penny challenge. So I'm not going to budget for them. So there'll be £20 in challenges. So if we take 91081, now this is just how my brain works, and then I take the 120 off, and then I take the 20 off, and that leaves me with 781. So I'm going to put £70 into sinking funds because that will leave me £700 for the rest of the month. And then I'll flip over here and figure out what money I want to put in. So straight off, I know I'm not going to put anything into my birthday, and I'm not going to put anything into my boyfriend's birthday. My birthday's sort of fully funded, and my boyfriend's birthday's in December, so I'm not going to worry about him too much just now. Once I get car insurance, car tax, bank of mum to where I want them to be, then I will start on all the Christmas things. So emergency, again, is not going to get anything either because it's sitting at 1,200. I'm taking 200 out of there and putting it into bank of mum, but it'll still be sitting at 1,000, which currently at the moment, with emergency sitting at 1,000 is okay. I'm happy with that. As always, the vet fund is going to get 5. That leaves me with 65. So what else is not important? So house and furniture are not important at the moment. If I do want to buy anything, I do have money sat in the savings from my McMoo savings, and also from Black Friday, Christmas, and a New You challenge. So I can take money out there. So they're not going to get anything. They are not necessary. What other ones? Christmas is not necessary. And treats is not necessary because there's 25 already in there. And I am going to put 20. I'm going to put 25 to electric because it is alarming how much electric we use. So take 25 out of there, which leaves me with 40. Okay, so I put 10 to car insurance. This is where I might go a bit quiet because my brain sort of stops working out loud. £5 to car tax. And then 10 to bank of mum. So that leaves me with 15. So I'm not going to put anything into gifts because I do have money in there. I'm not going to put anything to dog groom. I'm not going to put anything into clothing. I'm going to check my beauty envelope, which is just here. And I think I can get away with putting in just £5 into that. And that will be funded for my nails. 10, 20. No, I won't. I'll have to put 15 in. 35. I thought I had another 10 in there. So there you go. That's always check your so I need to put 15 in there for beauty. So weekend away isn't getting anything, and eating out isn't getting anything. So that in total should make 70. Let's just add it up. So 10 plus 5 plus 10 plus 5 plus 15 plus 25 is 70. So that is my predicted way of doing my sinking funds. Obviously things change and I might go away and have a wee think and change it around a little bit. This is the first sort of time of me actually doing it on camera to show you how I kind of figure it all out. But yeah, that is how I do it. So for annual we have £15 in total. For long term we also have £15. Mid-term I'm not putting anything in this time, and short term I'm going to put 15 in for my nails. And then 25 is going into electric for variable. And that is that. That is our budget for sinking funds. So now we will finish off doing where we were at. So we were at 91081, and we're going to deduct the 70 for sinking funds, which leaves 84081, and then deduct 120 for my purse, as you would say, so with my Filofax Safi on it, Happy Annos, what goes in there, and then minus the 20 that I'm allocating towards my savings challenges. So that leaves me with 781 to roll over into the second week of February. So we'll divide that by 4. So I'll need roughly £175 every week is what would be left without my mileage payments. So potentially I could kind of do that and just really cut back on sinking funds. So yeah, it's there, it's an option. I'm just having a think. Actually, I don't get my nails done until I'm getting my nails done on the 6th. I'm just thinking, so this is why I do most of this off camera, because I might change my mind. So yeah, if I just put £5 into, put £10, sorry, into beauty. No. Yeah, no, that is what I want to do. £10 into beauty. That gives me 30. And then that means I can start building up my eating out envelope again. Because we probably, if we have a weekend away, it'll be within this budget, and I've got money in the sinking fund for it. I don't think we are, but I'll start building up. I'll take money out of there if we do eat out. Making sense to myself, maybe not to anybody. So that shouldn't have changed anything. So we've got 30, 40, 55, 60, 70. So that's not changed anything other than these amounts here. So short term now is only getting 10 and variable is now getting 30. And that is that. That is our budget for the first week of February. I'm not going to go in and do the whole month because that'll just make this video really, really long, and I'm already 20 minutes in. But if you would prefer if I did an overview, please let me know, and I can. But I do tend to just work it out week by week. I know roughly how much I need each week to get by, and obviously I won't have all the bills, so I have 2 bills on the second week, and then so that'll be maybe £10 in bills, and I need 175. No bills on the third week, and then 2 bills on the fourth week, and then we're coming back in to needing the money that's in our budget that comes in from my pay into the 5th week. But because my week starts on the 26th and I won't get paid till the Monday, I've kind of had to cover it that way. But yeah, that makes sense to me. If you want a more in-depth chat about that, let me know and I can do another video. But yeah, quick one for this Thursday afternoon. I've got a wee bit I want to get on and do before I have work tomorrow. So take care, have a good weekend. I'll be back on Saturday evening, Sunday with a closeout, and then also on Monday with my cash stuffing for the week. So take care, have a good one. Bye bye guys.